like what you see? Quite the tower, hmm?
Not my best work, but it has a certain glow. Now then, where's my queen?
You're finished. The tower is functional.
One rune remains, which I shall inscribe after I am wed.
Who helped you complete the work, Builder? You could not have managed so quickly on your own.
Our agreement said nothing about outside help. Now, where is Freya? I'm tired of waiting.
Outside help. Interesting choice of words.
Hail, Harvey! Hail, Builder!
We bring you your bride.
Freya, my beloved. Why does she leer so wickedly?
Freya is so excited that she has refused food or drink until the marriage is consummated.
I'm pleased, but somewhat surprised since this unwilling union was thrust upon her sight unseen.
Once she saw this tower, a testament to your strength, she knew you to be a great man indeed.
Enough chatter. We have upheld our end of the bargain. Will you finish your work?
I'm sorry, but I've never seen such wild eyes. Why does she look so feral?
Since hearing of your offer, she has not closed her eyes. She fears what she might miss in the abyss of comforting sleep.
This is no dream, my love. It is all quite real. Speak and tell me you agree.
Quit stalling and kiss her, Dungmeat! Consummate your betrothal!
Yes, a kiss. A brief taste to whet my appetite. Delicious. Your lips are two pillows on a bed of rain rose petals.
And yours are cold and rough as unpolished stone.
What trickery is this?
Is something wrong?
Her voice! It's hideous!
I have been told it has a seductive quality.
By a wolf.
Treachery! Bring me the real Freya or my offer is withdrawn!
I'll bring myself if you don't mind.
Freya, you don't need
You have
to...
next to nothing, Aesir. Only this useless monument to your ineptitude. You've been a good boy, Thor. Don't gamble your winnings. And you, Havi. You implied you had a plan. I hope with all my heart this wasn't it.
We have taken you for granted, it is true. That ends now.
Has this sad spectacle been for my sake alone? I've seen better drama on the festering carcass of a dead pig!
Finish your work, or suffer.
No Freya, no shield.
To Helheim with him, Harvey. I know where he keeps his enchanted paint.
Show me. Thor, Tyr, watch our guest closely. Freya, I hope we will have words when this is done. Why do you still wear Freya's form?
A reminder of who's at stake.
Change back. This is disturbing. Where do we go now?
I don't know. I didn't say I was watching him every moment.
so you do not know where he kept his supplies.
They must be nearby. He never left this area. Mostly never.
What do you see? We have found the worm's lair.
Shapeshifters!
More deception. The Builder will suffer for this.
Where there are guards, there are goods. There's a door further in. Help me smash it.
Hold, Loki. We need to talk.
What is it, Harvey?
Loki? Did you know this Builder before we met him at Heimdall's tower?
Did I know him? As in friends? Or know of him?
Did you invite him here?
I did, yes. He rescued my son from Jotunheim, so I agreed to bring him here and help him find work. That's all.
Make this right, Loki, or the blood oath that binds me is forfeit. For you and your son, is that clear?
As a cloudless sky, High One.
More deer.
Go ahead. I'll watch your back.
That's cold comfort. A quiet crossing might be best. Emir's Loki, slay these shapeshifters!
I hope so. Let's get the paint and go.
I have the paint.
Then let us fade like shadows in the light.
On your advice, find some way to hinder his efforts, or I will offer you as his price.
Our Harvey returns. Stay right there, Builder. We're not finished with you.
You survived my trap. How disappointing.
Invaders from Jotunheim. We slaughtered them all.
Mury's ballsack. Can I kill him now?
We do not need this honor cheat. We will complete the tower ourselves.
My Hugr makes it work. I am bound to it through the magic of your realm.
You perverted our sacred waters. We have every reason to kill you.
Well reasoned. They should call you the god of hindsight, all-knowing after the fact.
I will finish the inscription. Builder, you stay with me. You others go.
Elhas, for protection.
You gutless worm, slayer of my kin, oath breaker, spirit taker. I didn't build this tower to keep your enemies out. I built it to keep you in. You thought you could slay my people without punishment or prize? You and your slab-headed son?
Their lives were the price of their arrogance. His head is exposed. How do I reach it? I could get a better shot at his head from above.
You shape the 9 worlds, but you do not control them.
Control them? I only wish to survive them. Time has passed. There's no turning back the seasons.
If our doom is assured, I will ensure that you share it.
Is the Jotun dead?
And his magic dies with him. Does that worry you, trickster?
What are you implying?
Were you behind this? You dishonorable truth-tangler.
What do you know of honor, Freya? You've bedded more men than all the halls in Midgard.
You're a fine one to talk of sexual appetites. You fathered a wolf cub.
I'll not hear a lecture from the Lord of Petty Rules, who stiffens at the thought of laying down the law. And before you threaten to brandish your hammer, Thor, remember, without it, you'd be no better than a troll. Only twice as stupid.
Oh! You festering ballsack swollen with the foulest drippings of Ymir's corpse. No oath is worth this abuse.
But you won't break it, Harvey. You cannot. All your efforts to evade destiny will only fling you further along its course. If you're not careful, you may be the author of your own destruction.
Leave him. He will do little harm while his son remains captive.
A mouthful of iron would put a stop to his babbling.
What now, wise one? We have returned to the place from which we set out. Ragnarok is coming, and we are no safer.
There may be a solution in Jotunheim. Huga magic, they call it. I will travel there to see it for myself. Until I have the final binding, Loki's son must not leave that island. In time, it shall serve as a sanctuary for all wolves.
I will watch over him, as one of my own kin.
Then I'll leave the realm in your capable hands, my queen. If my own are empty when I return, I will accept destiny with both.
Snúa aftur að... Blót. Ágætlega. Réttist ég til dráp í böðvarsprenningu. Ég njóta vel hans.
Rakan tíu fyrir.
Ek sakna Kára. Ek dagtingi eigir í...
Welcome back. Your face is bright, and your eyes seem clearer. Tell me of everything you have seen.
I've been to Asgard, the seat of the gods. I saw through Odin's eyes, just as you said. In every vision, I inhabited his form, lived as he once lived. In his body, I was myself, but I was carried by his whims. His thoughts were as known to me as my own. We were two, but we existed as one.
And what have you learned?
More than learned. I felt everything. His fears and doubts, his loves and passions.
Incredible. What else?
I consorted with Loki, the trickster. We quarreled often, as siblings. But soon our fights grew dark. When he revealed he had sired a wolf cub, my rage was unbound.
Because he had hid the truth from you?
Yes, because he knew that wolves were not allowed in Asgard. He flaunted my command.
Perhaps this was the purpose of your vision. To overcome an inner fear and find forgiveness in your heart.
Maybe. But before my vision ended, I was seized by great purpose. I devised a plan, a voyage to Jotunheim. And then I awoke.
Interesting. Was there anything else?
I heard a prophecy. Warning of Ragnarok, the destruction of the world, the end of all time. And the Nornir. They warned me of the great wolf Fenrir, and how he hungered for my blood. But there was something else. Hope. I was undaunted by the coming cataclysm.
Perhaps this aspect of your vision inspires bravery. Truly, you are touched by the gods. Was there more?
There was nothing more. Nothing of great significance. The dream has faded.
Eivor, your visions are unlike any I have encountered. Leave me now. I must think on what you have shared.
My love.
Should we take this to your chamber?
No need.
Come to me. I want to see the Alliance map. Hytham asked that I travel to London. What do you know of it?
A wild city, one that Halfdan Ragnarsson tried to claim for himself years ago. But it resists all attempts to be held.
Hytham claims the city is overrun by a strange cult, the Order of the Ancients. He asked that I track them down and kill them. Doing so may help the honest people there, and earn us an ally in the process.
In a city so chaotic, it is worth a try. Approach by the North Gate and start asking around.
I will.
Good. I await your return.
Triple Gate of London. Might find an official worth his salt.
I beg patience, all. We'll have this wreck cleaned up in no time. Keep it steady, huh? Olaf. Hey, bear up, Master Ame. You'll be on your way shortly, huh?
Something of a shepherd, aren't you?
It can feel that way, aye. Can I help you with something?
Who governs this burr? I would like to speak with him, if I can.
Ah, the Governor Trigger. Guten Verdane come to London 4 year back.
Trigger?
Aye, most hours of the day you can find him at the old villa, dealing with all manner of knavery.
Stow! Avgos wants his cut of the summer harvest. Shit, Carl. Huh? What's the holdup?
We're talking.
Gentlemen, the farmers of Mercia have paid their burden already. If Avgos wants more, he can petition for it.
Petition for it? Well, you can tell that old mud merchant that if he wants his apple, he can bob for it.
Belongs to Master Ame, sir.
Bob for it!
That is filthy.
Bob for it!
Won't take long. Is this kind of noise coming to London? No, we've a quiet day once in a great while. Hey, try not to kill anyone, eh?
And well, your face is a skull cap, Stow.
God in heaven, you fight like the devil's stolen your bread.
You give some hard knocks yourself.
Rold, be a good lad and prick the names of those that pay their food tax, will you? Right then. You've some dealings with Governor Trigger, was that it?
I will have dealings with any who can deliver fair friendship with my Raven clan. If that is you, then all the better.
Ah, no. Trigger's your fellow. I'm the Shire Reeve of London's westerly half. I keep things ordered and fair.
Shire Reeve is not a name that rides easy on the tongue.
Reeve's my title, sorry. Stow's my name. Stow of London.
It is good to meet you, Reeve Stow. London sits on sturdy shoulders.
To be fair, I'm not the only Reeve. There are two of us now, and the governor to boot. We do our best in these times, wild as they are.
Take me to your governor, Stow. He sounds like a man worth knowing.
Right then. Station filled, flock shepherded, and off to Trigger we go. What can I call you? Humbler of thugs? Dane Hammer?
I am Eivor of the Raven clan. We have a settlement to the north, just off the River Neen.
Well, I owe you a great debt, Eivor. You're a worthy ally.
So, this is London, a city built by giants.
So they say. She's an old place, as early as they come. But there's a mystery here I quite adore. I was raised here, in fact. Learned the scriptures of Christ's apostles in Lundenwich. I was Saxon Borough, just past the western walls.
You're not a priest, are you?
No. No, I was raised by them. And for a penniless bastard, I turned out pretty well.
A penniless bastard, and now London's fearless Reeve.
Well, it's Trigger who saw something in me. He judges not the circumstance of my birth. His two hands, left and right, on me and a Dane-born soldier, Erke. Erke's an orphan of the last Viking horde put down in London for a season. 2 or 3 years back now, it must have been. It's through Trigger I met Erke, and now we Reeves walk the city like parents looking after our children. A native son and an imported Dane. See, London's a city built of many pieces. Wait, something's wrong.
Iron on the air. This blood is fresh.
These were good men. What's happened here? God, no. No.
It took 3 arrows to kill him. The next 12 were an insult.
O Lord, deliver these men with the light of thy countenance visiteth and shines upon them.
You've no need for outsiders, Stow. It's a private matter.
There's no cause to be leery. Eivor had my back in a brawl at Cripplegate. More thugs from the garrison.
You must be a real broker to hold your own against those shithugs. It's time to fetter those men, Stow. It can't go on like this.
If this one had a head, you'd be calling him Trigger, yes? Your governor.
God above, the man is dead. Some respect, please.
We'll get along well, you and me.
You must be Erke, London's second Reeve.
Erke Botel's son, yes I am. Are you telling me this gut bucket called me second Reeve?
First in the Eastborough, and a man I trust with my life.
Stow's never been a good judge of character.
Erke, this is Eivor. He came to meet with Trigger, to seal the bonds of friendship with his clan.
He would have welcomed you heartily. He was a trusting man, and I got him here.
Have you found anything?
I just arrived. The killers left a letter on the body there.
I'll have a look around.
Trigger had men with him at all times. How could the killers get through?
They must have been known to him. Well enough to get close without suspicion.
Good and holy Christ, that could be most anyone. He governed this burg.
This letter. Someone wanted us to see it. From Rome went an order of heretics who worshipped the relics of a time before Christ.
Erke, this was the letter he told us about. Said it contained fearful news about London.
It warns of 3 such heathens who have infiltrated London. His killers, I expect.
Oh dear. What is it? Dirty notes from a mistress. Sorry. Mistresses. Intrigue's desk.
Ah, yes. The old man had a wandering hand. And I.
I didn't know. I didn't think.
He didn't want you to. It was his secret to keep.
I can't make head or foot of all this. I just can't.
Look at us, sitting on our love.
Find anything.
Besides enough blood so we paint the city's faded bricks. No.
Three sets of footprints leave. 2 average and 1 massive. A barber surgeon's tools. Sharp and precise for easy butchery. Must have been what was used to free Trigger's head from his neck. I do not envy this man's death. Hang on. There's something in his hand. This was not Trigger's seal?
No, it looks Roman in origin. Must have been on a ladder he opened.
It must have been significant to this god for him to grasp it even in death.
Mayhaps it's what got him killed.
I think I have a clear idea of what happened here. Trigger was shot where he sat. Probably as he read the letter. One of his guards grabbed the seal and tried to escape. He didn't make it. The second killer found him first. He met his end at the noose, lifted by the bigger man. A third attacker took his eyes, then came for Trigger's head. Symbolic, maybe. Headless leader, eyeless guards. The killers were without fear. This killer was a message. Their footprints leave together. 3 sets, heading back to the courtyard. The letter mentions 3 heretics, named only by Manicus. The Leech, the Arrow, the Compass. Signed by someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Poor fellow soldier. Odd name.
3 names, 3 killers, as you said.
Baldersack. It could be anyone in London. Who can we trust?
Only the people in this room, I fear.
Even that would be unwise until we know more.
The Arrow is described as a pugnacious Dane invader. That describes too many in London.
The leech hails from Wessex. London is home to many of them as well.
And the compass, a Frankish captain.
Less common, but no face comes to mind.
What is this symbol here?
I recognize that from the Mithraic temple. I passed it on the way here.
Mithraic temple? Is that a church?
A church? Heavens, no. Mithras was a pagan idea. A so-called god beloved by the ancient soldiers that built this city. Our city is overrun with cowards. We may be next to fall if we don't resolve this sick fermentation of hate.
I've told you, this city answers to blood and power. We should serve as such.
I can't leave him like this. I need to.
We'll get the church to see to it, Stowe.
No. No, it should be me. I must ready him for judgment.
I understand. Only get some air from time to time. It reeks in here. Shall we, Broga?
The gods have been murdered!
Well, now the locals have caught a whiff of this.
He's with me.
Should the Reeves change their minds, I will have to gut them and put a puppet atop London's throne. Should the Reeves change their minds, I will have to gut them and put a puppet atop London's throne. But Stowe seems a good man. I will trust his word. The Temple of Mithras. Welcome.
Bloodbag!
Stick with me! Almost there!
Take point! Die, you niffing!
The Temple of Mithras. Well guarded for a tangle of old ruins. I need to find the entrance. Tools for a surgeon, finely crafted. Like we found in the villa. And there's a letter here, arranging payment to a blacksmith. Must be blocked from the other side. The compass holds sway over the others. He has ordered the Arrow to recruit archers in a market to the west. Worth a visit. Messages between the Leech and the Compass. Healing, gutting. The Leech is a strange one, but the Compass calls the strikes. I have got enough to go on for now. Erke and Stowe must see all this. I see more bloodshed in London's future. At least Cinene will feast.
It's worth knocking on a few doors, that's all I'm saying.
Tigger wasn't killed because you want to plant a few trees and fix a few roofs in London.
Looks less like a meal for crows in here.
Hey, what? You bring good findings, I hope?
A few sheets of vellum. Notes between members of a secret society. The Order of the Ancients, they are called.
Order of the Ancients? Doesn't sound any bells in this head. What's the purpose?
That would take some time to explain. But know this, that I am here to kill them. In London, it seems the Compass is the head. The arrow and the leech are his hands.
Pet names and secret orders. What a crock. Do we know anything we can act on?
The arrow is a Dane, who has seen his share of battle. His name suggests he is an archer.
I bet my knuckles he's the one sowing discord among the Danes that shelter in London.
If it were me, I'd hide among my ranks, surrounded by other fighting men.
The arrow has orders from the Compass to recruit soldiers at a market in the west.
I know the very place.
The leech has need of flesh. Been looking for thralls, though I cannot say why.
We found a number of dead down by the quays lately, but not thralls alone. Some of the missing we find again in several places, cut to pieces.
Good lord, Erke.
The Compass is a mystery. He is mentioned often, but there is little to go on.
Said he was a Frankish captain, did you? To find him, we'd have to mark the ships that came and went along the Thames.
Captains are a transient sort. It may be he's far away, keeping quiet.
That may be, but would he scream if we cut off his hands?
Oh, you've a filthy mind for strategy.
You kill the arrow and the leech, then sit back and wait. Let the Compass come to us. Let us not waste any more time. We'll find the arrow and the leech. Killing both should drag the Compass back into port. Stowe, I will catch you at the Western Market.
Count on it.
And I'll make for the quays. There's another few bodies there to fish out of the muck.
It could be the leech is back at work.
God be with us, friends. Go in his name, and be protected by him.